And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
Hey folks, I'm Tom Vasel, and today we're taking a look at a game called Village Pillage, which is a clever name, I suppose. This is a game in which you're in a village and you're trying to get enough turnips so that you can turn those turnips into a kingdom, kind of like turning a paper clip into a house. So this is a game that's essentially kind of a variant of rock, paper, scissors, where I'm trying to outthink my people next to me and play a card that will help me out as much as I can while hurting them a little bit. Here's how it plays. At the beginning of the game, each player has a bank here. They're going to have one turnip in it and one in their stock. Turnips in the bank are kind of safe, so you'll be able to take turnips sometimes, put them in your bank. You have a limit of 5 there, and those can't be stolen, but the ones here are more dangerous. Now, to win the game, you need to get 3 relics. You need to buy them in order, and you're just going to buy them one at a time. Not in that order, you'd buy this one first. So these relics can be pretty handy because the first one to get them, the Scepter of the Beatdown, the Radish Throne, and the Crown of Brassica. To do that, you're going to be playing cards from your hand. Everyone starts with the same 4 cards: a Raider, Farmer, Merchant, and Wall. Each of these cards is one of 4 types, as shown by the icon at the top. Each round, you're going to play a card to your right and to your left, unless you're playing a 2-player game, slightly different rules. But in 3 or higher, you play a card to your right and left, and those players will play a card too. And then you will reveal both the cards. The card actions are then done in order from green, blue, red, and then yellow. So in this one, for example, you can see that this person played a red, this person played a blue. So this red only works against a green or yellow card. Doesn't even work against the blue. While the blue normally would give you 1 turnip and let you bank 1. But since it was played against a red, it will let you steal 1 from this player and then bank 1. So the Raider is going to let you steal from other people, but only works against 2 colors. The blue blocks the red, or is even worse against the red, and it's kind of a safe card to play. The Farmer just gets you 3 turnips, and the Merchant lets you buy a relic. Once you have enough turnips, you can buy a relic, or you can buy a card from the middle of the table for 1. So these cards are the same types as the cards that are already in your hand, but these are going to do different things. So, for example, everyone starts with the Farmer, which gives you 3. The Mason's better, gives you 4, and does even more if you play against someone with a wall, because I guess Masons beat walls. The Trapper here is a little bit better maybe than the Raider, but they steal less against another Raider. The Cathedrals, you can buy cards or steal when going up against different people. So you can see there's different types of cards here. These are different variations. When you get one of these cards, the person next to you is going to know you now have that card. Like this Ratcatcher, oh my. They're going to I got to be careful. If you have this in your hand, if I play my green and you play yours, you're going to get 6. So I got to keep these things in mind. So at some point, someone is going to be able to buy the 3rd relic, and the game is over. That's pretty much it. There's a chicken sometimes for turn order. You can flip this chicken for turn order. But other than that, that's what's in this game. I'm of a mixed mind on these components. For one thing, I love the artwork. The artwork on these cards is just fantastic. It's very cartoony. It's fun to see. It looks good. The symbology is also great. Fantastic stuff there. I'm not so keen on the radishes. I know that they look cute and all, but they fray very easily. And they were kind of a pain to punch out, but the little tops of them fray. And then these relics, I wish they had made them different colors. They're not so easy to tell apart when they're in a pile. Minor thing, but these are small tokens. They just don't look as good as the rest of the game. But hey, there's a chicken that can be flipped, and that's always funny. So that's pretty much the game. There's not a whole lot more in there, and simplicity sometimes is good. So I'm not the biggest proponent, if you've watched my reviews, of what I call take that games. Games where you do bad things to other people and good things to yourself. This is kind of an offshoot of that genre. but it works well for me because you are trying to play a card that's best for you, outthinking your opponent. So if my opponent just sits there and plays the green card all the time, I'm like, this is ridiculous. They're just going to get the turnips they need to win. So I'm going to steal from them. But they know I'm going to steal from them, so now they play the wall. But I knew that they thought that they were going to play the wall, so therefore I'm going to play my own green card. And it is back and forth. And then, of course, maybe you want to waste an action or two and get those cards in the middle. See, what's neat is that your cards will likely go off. You might have negative things happen to you. And then as you get those cards in the middle, you feel a little bit different than everyone else. So it's kind of this rock, paper, scissors, but I just bought Spock and now I can use that. And that's kind of a fun concept. The game is not long, which is fantastic. It's a, what does the box say on it? Because I want to say it's like 15 minutes. This says 30 minutes. It's probably a little shorter than 30 minutes actually. And it goes up to 5 players and it works really well. The 2-player version is not bad either. I play 2 cards and we resolve the first ones and then your other card moves forward and you resolve that. So you're kind of playing a card 2 turns ahead of time. And the production value, while I'm not a big fan of the little turnips and stuff, the artwork just pops. I mean, Jelly Bean knows how to make a game look good for sure. So this is a real light game, but it's fun for families and other people. And it's the kind of game that just fits that spot sometimes, and I liked it. Village Pillage. Dice Tower Judgment, approved.